But first, the big story that's breaking this evening. US Speaker Nancy Pelosi has landed in Taiwan amidst warnings from China. In a statement upon her arrival in Taiwan, Pelosi has said the delegation's visit honors America's unwavering commitment to support Taiwan's vibrant democracy. She's the first high-level US official to visit Taiwan in 25 years. China says the visit by a number 3 official cannot be treated as an unofficial visit, and clearly there has been saber rattling on the Chinese side and threats and high-pitched rhetoric at the moment over that visit of Nancy Pelosi. Divya Gopalan, Foreign Affairs Editor at Taiwan Plus, joins us at this moment. Divya, how is this visit being perceived? Is there a genuine sense of unease and a possibility of any kind of Chinese retaliation? Is there any possibility seen of any Chinese retaliation? How is it being perceived, this visit?
I believe you're talking to me. I'm afraid the line isn't very clear at all. I believe you're asking me about Chinese retaliation or possible Chinese retaliation. So China has sent warships to that median line that separates Taiwan and China. They've also sent planes to that line that separates China and Taiwan. We're hearing that there are incursions into the air defense zone. But, you know, that is something that they do quite often whenever there's a high-level delegation visiting Taiwan. China does not like Taiwan having any legitimacy on an international stage, and having government officials from other countries visit Taiwan to China means it's a threat to China's claims over Taiwan, and it gives support to Taiwan as a sovereign nation on its own. And then nothing angers China more than that. But what we do know is that China has yet to cross over that air defense zone into Taiwan's own airspace, or even cross into Taiwan's soil. Now, if that happens, that is very likely to lead to a potentially larger conflict, because every time China sends any planes or any kind of military equipment or vehicles into that air defense zone or into that median line, Taiwan has to scramble. If it is the air defense zone, Taiwan has to scramble jets into that airspace to monitor that kind of activity, and even try to dissuade China's planes from going further. So if China's planes do go further, Taiwan then has to react. And what that can escalate to is anyone's guess. But what we also know is that China's military is far stronger than Taiwan's any day. China's powerful People's Liberation Army, China has said, will not stand idly by when Nancy Pelosi visits. And China, of course, has one of the most powerful and strongest militaries in the world. And Taiwan's military just pales in comparison. So what can Taiwan do to protect itself? Well, the U.S. by law has to give Taiwan the means to protect itself. So that suddenly draws in the U.S. to this potential conflict that could happen. And now the question is, do either the U.S. or China, those superpowers, actually want to enter that kind of scenario at this point in time? So all of these military maneuvers and all of military movements are being watched very closely. Is it just threats? Is it just rhetoric? Or is there going to be actual action taken?
Divya Gopalan, for that very comprehensive update on all that's happening. I appreciate you joining me there from Taiwan.